next opponent in life is you. You have to realize that sometimes relationships don't end, that relationships complete. Stop saying that every relationship failed. I'm going to tell you this. Stop saying that every relationship failed. Sometimes one person isn't meant to stay forever. Sometimes the person that you date is not supposed to last for a marriage. Sometimes you're in a relationship and you learn things that help you grow. You learn things of what you actually need. Or maybe sometimes it exposes maybe past wounds. Maybe you figure out what you will and won't tolerate. What really are your do's and your don'ts and your deal breakers. This is what a relationship can teach you if you change your perspective. A relationship can be complete without being permanent. I want you to digest what I just said. A relationship can be complete without being permanent, which means like you got to figure out life is about relationships, right? And when we're relationships, people want to say, girlfriend, boyfriend, marriage, etc. But what everybody is doing, they're dealing with a past relationship, whether it's from the mother, the father, grandma, or grandpa, somebody you've been intimate with. And a lot of people don't know how to get over a certain relationship. This is why they start to become angry. This is why they start to hold resentment, because they don't know how to learn, let go, and move forward. Like when I'm always at work, I always say this. I always say, we either win or we learn. When I work with people, we win or we learn, but we never fail, because we're not failing when we're doing something together. Okay? We're not failing when we're doing this together, when we're trying, when we're not giving up. Sometimes a relationship that doesn't work out, it makes a lot of people give up. It makes a lot, men and women, black, white, old, young, it makes them give up because something they attached themselves to, they failed. Somebody who said, well, I love you, and your perception of love, your perspective of love wasn't the same that you thought. Even if you want to go date somebody, right? Or if you want to do something so you have to what Rene Descartes is a philosopher, and say human being is crippled by bad definition, right? Because if you ask me what love is, my definition of love might be different from you. So what's your definition of love? So if I said, for example, my definition of love is communicate, right? So you got to be able to communicate, right? You got to have respect, right? And my definition of love is to get through a hard time, because life is going to give you hard times where somebody passes away, right? Life is going to give you times where somebody might lose a job, right? The love doesn't matter when everything goes right. The love kicks in when you hit a little turbulence on your destination. But you got to realize that a lot of people, they're not built for turbulence. They're not built for it. They get rattled. So it's up to you to realize, all right, if I'm going to invest in this person and we're going to go through this experience, I have to make sure that I can be there for them and they can be there for me with also a respectable time. Because yes, you might go through it, but when you go through it, you are not allowed to weigh somebody down for an extended period of time, which means you have to get out the quicksand of guilt. You have to get out the quicksand of anger. You have to get out of the quicksand of resentment. You have to get out of the quicksand of calling yourself or your life a failure. You have to find a way to pick yourself up. This is why they say if you fall down 7, you learn how to get up 8. You have to change your perspective. You have to say, this relationship did not end. This relationship completed. And it goes the same way in school. When you finish first or second grade, you don't call it a failure, okay? You leave the first grade then you go to the second and you learn things new. Because relationships, whether it's intimate or whether it's a job, it's going to graduate you if you can change your perspective. And that's why you are here on this channel, because this is what holding the line is about. It's not jumping class to class and never learning a lesson. It's about acing the test and know that our time is next. Hold the line.